What's up, guys? Welcome to JR Strength and Fitness, your friendly YouTube channel with all of your exercise need, your reaction video wants, and of course some exercise tutorials, because why the hell not? So this is essentially just going to be an intro video for the channel, what to expect, what kind of video and content I'm going to put out, and of course why you should probably subscribe. Hopefully I can provide some value along with, sheer entertainment, because I guess that's important nowadays, and I understand that helps with the algorithm. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe and like. As I said, it helps out the algorithm plus the channel as it grows and obviously gets better over time. Oh, but check this out. You can say hello, but I don't need you. That was sick, right? I made that myself. So anyway, obviously you can tell from that little tiny intro, there are three main aspects that we're gonna just focus on. So the exercise science part is obviously going to be a huge aspect of this. So I don't necessarily want to be one of those kind of fitness gurus or like messiahs that comes in and unleashes all the exercise science to the world. So I want to find that middle ground that teeters down the terminology a little bit so that, everyday person can tune in and hopefully get some value into it. Because I know a lot of times, a lot of my peers, they're on here or on some sort of platform and they are just like spitting out terminology left and right. And they sound really smart and they are really smart. But your everyday person needs to understand these things as simplified as possible. So that's where I hopefully will try to bridge the gap a little bit. So a lot of the exercise terminology will be inevitable just because when you talk about science, you got to use big words sometimes. But if we can take those big words, chop it down a little bit, break down the concepts a little bit so they're a little bit more applicable and practical in your whole entire endeavors, then hopefully you can get some value out of that. So major topics that obviously are huge trends nowadays. Maybe there's something you haven't really even thought about. Maybe I just add some fuel to whatever fire is already burning inside of you. It doesn't really matter. There's going to be a lot of these topics that I'll just kind of dive into and hopefully kind of provide value. The other side is, of course, some reaction videos. This was going to be a huge part of it, most because I haven't seen it done yet, and I've seen it done in other fields, so I figured like, oh, I'll be the first in this field. Hopefully I don't get bumped off or anything, but hopefully there's some traction before that occurs. So a lot of these videos that I can react to are essentially training videos. So a lot of it's going to be essentially a subjective, also objective way of looking at it from a personal trainer kind of view. So I'm a strength conditioning coach by trade. So that's what I do for full time. I obviously own my own online training business, and it's just what I am. I'm that way 24/7 as a trainer. Men's Health has a series called Train Like a Celebrity, and I'm essentially going to watch some of these videos, break down the good stuff and not necessarily the bad stuff, because I don't want to be too critical, essentially because I don't really know the trainer, the celebrity or athlete or whoever. I don't know what goals they have. I don't know what training cycle they're doing. I really don't know. So, but we can take some aspects of the training that they do and hopefully try to abstract some sort of concepts that you yourself or I could possibly use in our own training. And that's essentially what those are going to be. Plus, they should be entertaining because I tried to be a little bit, add some fluff to it, because why the hell not? So one of the first ones will be Zac Efron's workout, which I will break down in full detail. So stay tuned for that. The last aspect is, of course, some exercise tutorials. So I'm not going to be super huge into this because there have been people that have been doing it for a decade. Athlete X with Jeff Cavalier has been doing it for, probably over 10 years now. And dude knows what he's doing. There's a few other channels that go into the exercise technique and all that other stuff. Maybe we do a little bit of that, but it's not going to be a huge part of it. Mostly there's going to be some videos that I'm going to utilize in order to help train my online clientele. Of course, there's going to be some sort of different variation that I can like introduce per se, or how I coach something, or how I do something a certain way. I might even put some of my own stuff, my own training, and hopefully some people will look at that and be like, damn, that dude's a wimp, or other way around. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. And there's also one more aspect which I didn't put in the entire intro video because essentially I'm not entirely sure yet. This is on the table. I'm not like saying yes, I'm not saying no right now, but some of the, you know, gadgets, fitness gadgets and the new trend kind of stuff might be interesting to review. So some sort of gadget comes out, some sort of fitness training comes out. It's like 6-second abs, or like the Jazzerciser things, or some sort of gadget that, you know, is mainstream or something. And they claim some sort of benefits as far as fitness and exercise and strength and whatever have you. So I would review these, use it myself, and essentially call BS or say that is pretty good. It's mostly just gonna be a for fun thing, mostly because why the hell not? I can just do whatever I want. This is my domain. Essentially, that's how this whole entire thing's gonna go. Hopefully things kind of just get rolling and kind of just, well, yeah, we'll see. Some links are set down below for a little bit more detail and background and all that other stuff. I don't want to get into that right now, but essentially this is just going to be the intro for all of it. So hopefully you stick around, hopefully you follow me on this whole entire journey, and then we see what happens. Right, till next time.
You can say hello, but I don't